Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing well, keeping safe, keeping healthy, keeping warm. Canada, get the cold weather. As you may have noticed, lockdown's getting a little bit better, so I'm back to not looking like a giant puffball. It's wonderful. Today, I'm going to be telling you about how to identify world coins. What I mean by this is just simply more modern coins from around the world. There was also going to be a video on identifying ancient coins, so check that out. Obviously, this is useful because that's what most people are going to find in their change. That's what they're going to see when they travel. And because a lot of you, if you're like me, you'll come home from a trip with a bag like this. A bag like this. This is from like several years of travel, and don't know how that got in there. This is kind of what you get, just because you pick up what change you can and odds and sods. So, how do we identify world coins? 3 main things to look for: language, denomination, key features. I'm going to now explain why those 3 are important and, how to identify them, basically. So in my own experience, one of the key things is knowing some languages, not necessarily being able to read them, but at least recognize them. Middle Eastern coins at one point were very difficult for me to identify because my Arabic was pretty much non-existent. So like these from Morocco and Tunisia, if you don't know how to recognize Arabic, it can be quite difficult to tell them apart. Obviously now my Arabic is much better and I can, use that to identify. If you look at coins from Asia, for example, the difference between Korean, Japanese, and Chinese, obviously if you can tell the difference between those languages, at least visually, you've now narrowed down your search. One of the most difficult coins I've ever identified is this one right here. It's a coin of Thailand, a 5 baht from 1979. Now, the reason it was so difficult is because I can't read Thai or Cambodian or any of these languages that are very, very similar. I know they're not the same, come on guys, but they all look very similar to me. So this was literally a month of me doing, Google searches going, Thailand coin bird, Thailand coin large bird, Myanmar coin bird, because there's a Garuda on it, the mythical traditional bird, which I didn't know that. I found out during the process. But if I would have known it was Thai, even if I can't read it, I can at least now narrow my search. So that's languages. Next thing is denominations. A lot of coins will have at least a denomination on them or some sort of number. So for example, this South Korean, you've got a 100. Okay, now, this Japanese one, also 100. Another South Korean one, we now have 500. This one from Myanmar. Okay, I can't read the denomination, so that's a problem for me. This one from Tunisia, I can see a 5 on there. There's a clearly visible 5. Also, they've got the date 1960 in Roman numerals. So now my life is a little bit easier because I at least know that I'm looking for something in a 5 denomination. It's not going to be, $1. It's not going to be 10 dirhams. It's not going to be 20 yen. I know at least I'm looking for a 5. So now I've narrowed my search down even more. The next thing is, as my, Garuda showed me, symbols. So looking for key things. So for example, like these ones of Morocco, at first when I started collecting, I didn't know what the royal symbol of Morocco was. So obviously I didn't know what I was looking for. Same thing, knowing what the Garuda is. Knowing certain things, for example, where's it here on the Chinese one? Knowing the significance of the flower, just knowing simple images is going to help you a little bit. Even if it's something simple as a queen on it, Okay, you're probably talking something from the Commonwealth, more likely. Just having a brief idea there, it's gonna help you a lot. Next, so those are my three main. If you want to find how to identify a coin, look for those three main things: language, denomination, and symbols. Next thing, research. This is your biggest thing, research. I have lots of books. Some of them I've had to search far and wide to find. Most of them gathered through my travels. This one's upside down. There we go. And I use them for reference. So, you know, if I've got a coin, I think it's from Oman, for example, Omani coinage, there will be a video about that as well. I'll look it up and go, well, what does their coinage look like? When did they produce coins? Do they even produce coins from the year that I think my coin is from? Yes, I can see in this book that they did produce a 1 rial Omani made of gold, and its diameter is 38.74 millimeters, and its weight is 46.65 grams, and there were 250 of them struck. Okay, so I now know this coin at least exists, and, you know, there's a beautiful picture as a reference. So these sort of things can help you a lot. I will be doing a live kind of identification because, you know, sometimes I get bags like this, and it's fun just to go through them and see what you can find. I know roughly what's in this bag because they're all from, you know, coins I've gotten, but if we want to use an example, let's just take this coin right here. Okay, so I see a 2. I don't know how clearly you can see that, but there's a 2 there. So there's a 2. I can see there's Russian. And on one side, I can see the double-headed eagle, which I know is quite common for Russia. I've got the 2014. Okay, so now I'm looking at for a coin with a 2 on it from 2014 from Russia. It does say ruble, by the way, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so it's a 2 ruble coin. That's quite simple, right? Because easy to identify. Some of them may be a little bit harder. So, for example, you get this one. Okay, again, there's a 50. You can tell it's a 50. It's in Russian. Okay, so it's something 50, something Russian. But the symbol is not the double-headed eagle. It is the shield of Kazakhstan. So, boom. It's 50 tenge from Kazakhstan. These sort of things, very helpful. Ooh, another good example here. Okay, we've got a coin has a 1 on it. So 1 pound, it says it in English. It's also got the date in Arabic numerals. So, okay, maybe I can't read the date, but there's a key thing on it. Wait for it, wait for it. It's got a picture of the pharaohs. So where do we think this Arabic coin with a picture of the pharaohs could be from? Could it be Egypt? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, there you go. So, again, language, denomination, symbols, do your research, use books. There's a number of very good websites out there. A lot of my research has literally been a lot of Google. So Googling things like Swan 500 Korea and seeing that, you know, that is the 500 won coin. Again, the Thai one, it was literally a month of me doing random Google searches going Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Burma, like just literally searching any country that I knew had something kind of similar. And there you have it. I'm going to post some links in the description to some websites that I use, which have been very helpful, both for coin identification and even simple things like converting Arabic numbers, converting Ethiopian numbers are very tricky. If there's anybody who knows how to read Ethiopian numbers and would like to send me a message and help me with Ethiopian numbers, I would appreciate it. That's all for today. Again, there's going to be another video about ancient coins, so look for that. Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, keep looking at coins, like, subscribe, send me a message. I'd love to know what people are thinking. Bye-bye for now.